Hey all, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at depth charge. No, not the Beast Wars depth charge, we looked at him a long time ago, but this version of depth charge. I find those two words difficult to say together. This is the live action movie version of that character. Well, maybe not that character, but certainly a character of the same name, who was supposed to originally be 150 feet tall? What? We're going to talk about depth charge and why he was supposed to be that big in the latest GotBot True review. Hey all, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, please like, comment, share, of course subscribe, and while you are at it, light them up, baby. Hit that notification bell, please. It helps me out a ton. Let you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, the Everything Factor, all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for, as well as all of my social media links. All of that's in the description down below. Also in the description down below. And if you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we have to offer to you through spring, or of course hit the join button at any given time and become a channel member. And this is, as I said, depth charge. Now his alt mode is supposed to be a Corvette warship. I can't remember the full name of it, but in robot mode, by rights, that would translate into him being about 150 feet tall, which would make him, as of this recording, the largest, tallest live action movie Transformer. However, he didn't appear in the actual movie, and the release that we got of him was actually a Scout class, I think it was at the time. Legends class, that smaller diminutive class. And it's certainly interesting. Excellent alt mode, weird robot mode, and an even odder third mode. Let's head over to the table and take a closer look at this guy. And so we go to the high seas, and Revenge of the Fallen this time around with depth charge. And this is one of those characters that didn't actually appear in the movie. It was part of the concept art for Revenge of the Fallen, didn't make the cut. This would be one of those that would go with like the Studio Series concept art Sunstreaker, the Studio Series concept art Megatron. This would be ripe for a Studio Series concept art release. Little guy, but interesting. I really like this alt mode. I love the kind of sea-tastic camo design. It actually reminds me of the sky-tastic camo design that was applied to the was it Studio Series? I think it was Studio Series Blackout. And I can't remember what release it was, but it was like it kind of looked like clouds, right? He had this sky deco. This reminds me of that, if you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. He has two modes. Technically, he has this weird battle mode that we're going to try and get to. The hindrance with this guy, I'm going to say it right now, I may even stumble over it, is 100% doing the nonsensical legs. I don't like all the hinges there. But we'll see. Maybe it'll be really smooth this time around. Upper body, fantastic. But we'll get to that because, first things first, inside the packaging with this guy we also get this sheet, and this sheet has a full bio over there about how this guy is like a military strategist, and he's very intelligent and very smart. If you look at his numbers there, you see things like skill, you see things like rank, you see things like intelligence, and they're like 8s or whatever. Courage is a 10? Like, he's as courageous as Optimus Prime? Come on! Who would expect that from a Decepticon? I'm pretty sure this guy's a Decepticon, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Depth charge is... Oh no, depth charge is an Autobot. I'm sorry, he's an Autobot. So I guess it makes sense he's as courageous as Optimus Prime. Go figure. Bro has these instructions. They're two-sided. This one shows going from robot to ship, or ship to robot, whatever you prefer. The other side just shows going from regular robot mode to like battle mode, where basically he just has both feet. We'll get to it. Now, I don't find the instructions, at least for the legs, particularly good. I just sort of fiddle and finagle them about until I get what I want, where I want. We'll see how well that goes. It's a strategy. I'll say this now. I think that the best mode here is definitely the boat. I think the robot is the weaker mode. Okay, let's get to this. So, we take these arms here, and they are pegged in. There's a little black peg that goes to a little slot on the like in the hand up here. So you kind of pick that off and bring it back, You pick that one up and bring it back. They're very, 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 very easy to get off. We can also now turn these around because they're going to have to go turned around. And we should be able to, see if I can, yeah. We should be able now to bring those down, right? And his head is in here, by the way. The arms, they can come out to the side now, I think? Yeah, they can come out to the side and down, out to the side and down, and we need to, of course, turn the hand and bring up like the thumb and stuff to get the arm in the right orientation. Same over here, we just turn the arm to be in the right orientation, thusly like that. Pardon me, I had to pull up my sleeves. This guy requires that. Next you turn I guess the lower body around. And you'll know, because back here is a little bit hollow. And when you turn it around, you have the front now all filled in. You'll also notice now he has like boat shins, I guess. These pieces here, they fold up to the inside. This folds up to the inside. And essentially, boom, here we have him in his robot mode. I'm going to adjust the camera so we can see him better, but not a bad transformation to get here. So in terms of looks, I'm going to give the guy a 10. I have to. We don't have anything fiction-wise to base this off of because it was just concept. So, like, I have to, by default, give it a 10. When we talk about the transformation to get here is, I think, a 10. I think that the transformation to get here is very easy. Going to the other one where you get the boat feet that I'll show, like, that's not great. I think if I owned this is on loan, by the way, to me by a good friend of the channel, Maximal10. If I owned this, I think I would forget about that battle mode because it looks goofy. It really does. I think I would stick to this. So the transformation to get here, not too bad. I'm going to give it a 9. And the articulation, let's do that. By the way, that 9 for the transformation, I may end up adjusting that when we do the other one. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, for now, we're going to say a 9 and a 10. So a 9.5 is what he's getting right now. Let's do the articulation. The head can go left and right. A wiggle up and down, but not much. The arms can go all the way around. Out to the side all the way, which I like. These shoulder pieces, they move. No, there is a bicep swivel. I'm sorry, there is a bicep swivel. Nothing at the wrist, but I like how this part becomes his fingers and this becomes a thumb that can move and stuff. I think that's really cool. We do have a waist on the guy. We have kick all the way back. We have kick all the way forward. And we do have a knee to 90 degrees. It's so weird though because here's how the leg looks, like very weird inside. And not for nothing, while all that's good and grand, I guess technically we also sort of have an ankle tilt, kinda, sorta, in a way. But it's, I don't know how usable. Oh, I guess it is usable. I guess it can help you get some more dynamic poses. I'll give him the ankle tilt. So really, a lot in this package for articulation, certainly in this mode. So I'm going to say that at this point, I think our guy's about, you know what? I think it's about a 9 for the articulation, honestly. Maybe even a 9.5. He was getting a 9.5. I think right now he's a 9.5. Now, if this was the end of it, he would be scoring really well, and I would say, you know what? I think he's fun. I do. I think he's enjoyable. And if you want to kind of stop there, cool. I get it because I agree with you. But you see, they had to try and squeeze in this goofy looking battle mode. Now, not for nothing, I guess I should also say this, that apparently the whole idea of the battle mode was that he could stay on the water as a boat with both feet and turn into a robot and I guess do combat. That's the logic behind it, but I don't know, I don't like it. And truth is, I don't find I can do the transformation to it very well. So we'll see how this goes. No promises at all. So, the upper body is going to stay exactly as it is. The lower body begins by turning the waist around. So right away, it's a little bit backwards. Then we can kind of bring down the actual boat pieces again, as if we had never ever folded them up. Then we should be able to turn our thighs to the outside thusly. And, is that right? No, I think I've done it the wrong way. Pardon me. Thighs gotta go out this way. There you go. Thighs go out that way. Then we bring these both feet down here, and you'll notice right now he's just standing on them, and we should, yeah, be able to bring them up here and bring them up here. Apparently they do click in. I have not yet found the tabs to have them click in, but apparently they do. Just to make them, I guess, a little more flush. So, I mean, you can do that. I find doing the movements for the legs here cumbersome. For me, I don't like that part of the transformation, and I don't like his waist being backwards here for this mode. It would take the transformation down just a little bit, maybe, I said 9.5, it would probably take down to an 8, 8.5. So where this guy, without this mode, is a 9.5, with this mode, actually, I think it hurts him a little bit and brings him down to about a 9. He's fantastic, he's fun, but his legs, that part of the transformation is a little bit finicky. Make sure that you got your bearings when you're doing it. Do it once or twice, you'll get used to it, but it's up to you if you want to incorporate this mode or not. And here we are, and here he is. So I like the robot okay. I do find the way the legs are is a little weird. He has a knee, but like this sort of, I can't even say it really gets in the way. It just kind of is annoying. It can go to the side of the leg and it's no problem. Like his articulation is decent, and certainly with the arms and the waist and I guess the head, very effective for this size. It's just the knees are a little weird because of these things on the side. Speaking of these things on the side, they become his like pontoon feet in another mode, but it's a bit of a chore to get there just because of how all of this moves around on the lower body. The transformation for something this size is quite involved. Not bad once you get used to it, but it does take a little bit of getting used to because it's not the most intuitive thing in the world. Again, the lower body. Upper body is great. Lower body, I find the angles that like these pontoony pieces and stuff are on and the hinges that they're on, there's like a couple there that need to move. And I just find you really got to practice moving them in order to get them in the correct orientation. However, at the end of the day, fun little robot mode, really cool alt mode that we don't often see. Bit surprised that this guy didn't get something bigger. However, not actually appearing in the film, I'm sure that they said he's a second tier character, and because he wasn't actually in the movie, he probably wouldn't sell that well. That said, this guy is a little bit of a diamond in the rough. Not perfect, but he's fun for what he is. Let me know what you think about Depth Charge from the live action movies. I appreciate you guys coming by, giving me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link, check us out on Patreon, see what we have to offer to you through Spring, or of course hit the join button at any given time and become a channel member. While you're at it, hit the subscribe button, stick around, have some fun with us here on the channel, and don't forget, not for a moment, not for a second, that somehow, some way, each and every single day, you right there, you do make a difference in the world. And I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams on Thursday nights at the stop motion premieres, or the old-fashioned way right here inside the videos.